Today I'm okay. I knew some things were coming. Of course, over the years, I've been very, very frustrated over this. I've shared this before, and I'll share it again. I think with everything that they had in the past, it's unexcusable that Clyde Hedrick had the opportunity to die without never being indicted, convicted on Laura, Heidi, Audrey, and Donna. But it is what it is. Uh, I don't want to. I don't want to say one thing. All the work's been done, is I don't want to say one thing to jeopardize this case at this time. But I will say, and it's been put out there, over the last 4 years, I spent minimum of 30 times with James Elmore. I can say this, there was times that I left James Elmore and he told me some stuff, and I was as strong as I could be in front of him, but I had to pull over and just sob and cry with the information I got.
He reached out to you, right?
Yeah, he reached out to me. For what reasons, I don't know. And I could say this, the first time I met him, he said, let's go for a ride. And I said, where? He said, let's go to Calder Drive. And that's where it started. And things just really moved forward from there. And I don't know. And I don't, just looking back at it, it's certainly taken its toll. And I spent so much time with Edie's family and everything. We've cried together. We've begged for help. I think that Edie's dad, in the very beginning, when Edie was found and stuff, he had 32 cassette tapes, 1 hour on each side, 64 hours where he talked into it, in a diary that he wrote in, and he literally begged them, detectives, please talk to him, please talk to him. They went. Laura Miller's name, or Clyde Hedrick's name, was in his diary before Laura Miller disappeared.
How are you feeling about that?
Well, certainly there's a lot of mixed emotions, and this is bittersweet. The fact that my grandfather had a beat on Clyde Hedrick back in 1984, if he had been listened to by the current detectives at the League City Police at that time, these other girls would have lived a long life instead of the two monsters that murdered all of them. And I guess today, the way I feel, and I think I speak for my family, is that my grandfather's efforts did not go in vain, that his words are still speaking to the police and still trying to be heard. And maybe today is a result of all the work that he put in, all the searching, the fields, going and talking to people and doing his own investigation, because he just didn't feel supported that anyone was doing enough. And for us, it's sad that Clyde didn't get to pay for what he did, on one hand. On the other hand, I'm glad that he no longer breathes the same air that we do here on earth, and that he's met his maker. And I'm sure that Edie and my grandparents are looking down on us and saying thank you for not forgetting and for letting it go.
I've said this 1,000 times. I'll just say it one more time. But, when I built that cross out there where Laura's body was found, and I'd walk up to it years and years and years ago, and I'd say, Laura, please don't hate your daddy, but I can't come out here anymore. I have to say goodbye. And literally, people, I'd be walking away and hear that little voice say, Dad, don't quit, please don't quit. And I didn't know what the hell that meant. I think I do now. I don't want to slander anybody in this, but that the information, the things that I worked on and everything before, and I think Edie's family can testify to this also. The law enforcement back in that, they didn't want any of us talking together. None of us, period, the end. I don't know what the deal was there, and it really doesn't matter probably now. But that police department made me miserable. That police department made me the main suspect. That police department wanted Tim Miller to walk away. I don't know the reasoning. If they would have listened to Heaty's dad, if they would have listened to me, and if anybody thinks Audrey Cook, Laura Miller, Donna Prudhomme, Heaty Fye, Ellen Beeson, if anybody thinks that is the only 5 people Clyde Hedrick murdered, you're all living in a delusional damn world, because there's more to come, and I can guarantee you that. We're working with some detectives now also, and I anticipate a couple of these cases. I think we're getting some information, and I think we're going to find a couple more bodies. I think we're going to find a couple more. So this isn't over. You know, just because there's an arrest today and everything, don't think Tim Miller's going to walk away from Texas EquiSearch and quit helping families. No, I think we're just getting started again. I filed a wrongful death suit against Clyde Hedrick, and I won that, I guess, on a kind of a comical note. When I was cleaning Clyde Hedrick's house out, I found one of his checkbooks. Don't think I didn't mess with Clyde Hedrick almost up till the day that he died. Only 3 months ago, well, before that, I wrote myself a check out of Clyde Hedrick's checkbook for $24 million. 3 months ago, I sent a picture of that to Clyde Hedrick and said, would you please sign this check? I need my money. So I let Clyde Hedrick know I wasn't going anywhere. I let him know I wasn't going anywhere. So anyhow, I don't have anything else to say except, you know, we got work to do, we got girls to find, and God has blessed us.